This is Pac-Man Museum Plus. We're here on Xbox Series X taking a look at this compilation of 14 titles from the Pac-Man, well, I guess series, franchise, legacy of games. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So what are we getting here on the platform? Well, it's 4K, 60 FPS, 4-player local action, and, well, it's Pac-Man in many shapes, forms, and different styles. So we're going to start with the classic Pac-Man and show off a bit of the different Pac-Man options that are present here. I don't think we'll be showing off all of the different Pac-Man games, but we'll be going over quite a few. So this actually is a really nice little compilation that will provide you with countless Pac-Man moments that you can enjoy along the way. Now, one thing I have kind of noticed that's a bit of a big thing for me is it feels like there's a bit of an input delay, because this is a very, like, sort of tight, you need to be, you know, able to quickly react and basically turn on a swivel. I don't know if other people are noticing that, but it just seems like sometimes it takes a second more than I would like for it to kind of be like, hey, okay, we're shifting where we're going and stuff like that. And that can be kind of almost frustrating slightly, because it's like, oh, well, I should have been kind of able to, you know, avoid that. But at the end of the day, it is Pac-Man. It's very kind of simple. I mean, you play different games of Pac-Man. I obviously, like, you know, I feel like I have to start with the regular Pac-Man. You know, there's much crazier options in this, but I mean, I have to start with Pac-Man. It's the original. It's a classic game. So these are titles for everyone. Some of them are solo. Some of them are meant to be played with other people, like I mentioned with the 4 players element there. There's a lot of different stuff in this collection. So first thing to note is there are screen selection options. You can turn on a CRT mode. You can change the screen size. So if you want to get a little nostalgic there, you can get the classic kind of CRT scan going on. So you see how that impacts like the dots and the pack dots and stuff like that. The X button pops up the screen settings in case you're wondering. Then there's like a game guide if you need like the control options, a little bit of the history of the game, kind of a nice touch. And then you've got your missions. So you've got goals that you need to do in each of the different Pac-Man games that will give you points, and you kind of level up and unlock stuff. So let's go back to the arcade, and some of them have like a save state too as you go through them as well, which is nice. So this is your pad. This is where you're able to customize your Pac-Man experience in many different ways. So there's also options for, like, you know, kind of quick sound and everything like that. But yeah, you're able to actually kind of adjust and add things to your experience. So if you unlock different cabinets, I don't know, let's do, actually we have one of those. Okay, let's do that, and then we'll change the color green, and then we can bring it over here against this wall, and there you go, we got a new cabinet up. So stuff like this, and I mean there's like decorative things, you can customize signage, some of the different figures, you know, I got some because I have a plus version of the game or whatever. Different wallpapers. That's actually really cool. I'm going to go with that one. And then flooring, so there's some different flooring options that you can do. And then it's just customized. So, kind of a cool setting. Let's talk about the different Pac-Man games. So there's Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man, Pac-N-Pal, Pac-LAND, Pac-Mania, Pac-Attack, Pac-In-Time, yeah, seriously, Pac-In-Time, Pac-Man Arrangement Arcade Version, Pac-Man Arrangement CS Version, Pac-Man Championship Edition, which is a great game that I bought on the 360 arcade back in the day, seriously good, Pac Motos, Pac N Roll Remix, Pac-Man Battle Royale, and Pac-Man 256. You can also just press start and you can see all of the different Pac-Man games that are kind of present here. So let's jump into Pac-In-Time, Pac Arrangement, sorry. Let's do some Championship Edition. Because this, to me, is like a really peak, well-done Pac-Man experience that I have a lot of, you know, again, experience with because I was playing it. But obviously, you know, this looks, well, overall the game looks quite sharp, like the different versions of Pac-Man, obviously getting a nice, you know, kind of resolution, a nice frame rate going on. it's mostly just like the input type thing that could be a bit of an issue. But if you wanted like, you know, sort of a legendary package of almost like everything I can think of Pac-Man wise, then, you know, this is the experience for you. I mean, it's Pac-Mania to the max, like, seriously. And then playing the championship version here. If you've never played Championship Edition, the different modes, the different ways to play, really, really great. Absolutely fantastic. So lots of customization with the arcade thing, which is kind of nice. And then, yeah, it's just kind of like wild, the different Pac-Man options. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think if people have maybe never played Pac-Man, you know, this is a really good sort of combination showcase of like what it is. But you're kind of just moving around collecting Pac pellets while these ghosts are sort of like chasing you, and you've got to be smart and strategic about the different places you go. Now, while this is Pac-Man, it would have been nice if there were some like little Miss Pac-Man type things as well. I remember on like the 360 arcade, in the very early days, they used to have. I feel like this is like emulated almost. This game specifically compared. Well, I mean, you know, get what I'm saying. But this one, really interesting setup on it. But yeah, it would have been nice to have some like Ms. Pac-Man, Pac N Roll. I'm trying to think of what. Maybe it was this one. There was one that was like, yeah, this is it. I really like this because some of these Pac-Man games I've never played. I was like, what are these? I've never even kind of heard of these. But yeah, it's kind of like a super monkey ball kind of like Pac-Man. It's really weird, but yet kind of strangely fun. And there's different like Pac worlds you're going through, and there's the ghosts, and it's kind of like the full game of Pac-Man, if that makes sense. Like you are, you know, you gotta deal with the ghosts. You gotta do all that kind of stuff. Wow, I am having some issues here getting up. Oh, that's kind of funny. But yeah, what is going on? I'm having issues getting up the hill. Come on, Pac-Man, you can do it. Maybe Pac-Man can't do this. Alright, let's go back to stage select. I want to show a stage where I'm not going to struggle and actually showcase this off well. It is actually like a pretty cool experience. So there's different game modes that they made in this one. So like you can take turns type thing, you know, kind of going solo and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of Pac-Man action here. So I guess Pac-In-TIME and Pac-Man 256 are kind of like entirely new. But you can see like my health here, kind of getting hit by the ghosts. So they kind of turned it into a bit of a like an RPG type thing. Like it's really, really quite interesting. I'd say this is one of my maybe like standout random surprise kind of games from the collection where I'm just like, huh, this is kind of cool. So let's go back to the arcade again, trying to show off as many different Pac-oriented experiences as I can. And some of them, like I was saying, you can come back to them too. Let's do a little bit of Pac-Man 256, which I believe is a bit more of a modern kind of offering for Pac-Man. You know, I guess kind of a little mobile inspired, some would say, which is interesting. But yeah, for the most part, I would say this is a really nice offering for Pac-Man fans, legacy-wise. If you've somehow missed out on Pac-Man over the years, this is a loving collection of different Pac-Man experiences that you can have a lot of fun with. All the sounds, all the ghosts, all the action, all the intensity. Because it's a strategy kind of experience if you've never played Pac-Man. Like, you are having to move around these areas, these set locations, collecting things. Well, you have to maneuver around ghosts that can cause problems. It's just like, it's genuinely a fascinating experience. And this Pac-Man 256, this actually makes a lot of sense for like a modern mobile-esque Pac-Man game. Because I'm assuming that's kind of what this was when it released. I didn't really keep up with some stuff. Oh, freeze, nice. But yeah, this is actually really cool. And again, in general, I think Pac-Man, you know, it's something I've played many times over the years, and something I would imagine that many other players have played in one form or another, whether you've played it on an actual arcade machine, or if you've, you know, kind of embraced it. Like the 360 arcade, I played quite a bit of Pac-Man. I was not wanting to go this way, I was wanting to go this way. Really? Huh, okay. You know, so I've definitely got the experience and the legacy with a bunch of different Pac-Man versions over the years. It's just nice to have this compilation. I wish, you know, that we would be getting more classic compilations like this. I know there's some that are available legacy-wise, but it feels like there's a lot of really classic arcade games that are just not truly accessible in the modern era to the degree that they should be. Pac-Mania. I feel like this is like a German Pac-Man game that's kind of like nuts. Yeah, this one. Oh, no, not this one. This is, well, I mean, this one's cool with Pac-Mania, but it's not like, it's not the one I was thinking of. Sorry, there's this other Pac-Man game that is like, it's just crazy with the sounds and the style of it. This was them trying to, I guess, get a little bit 3D with Pac-Man, I would imagine, was the biggest concept behind why this one existed. There we go. Really? I've played more. Anyways. Yeah, kind of a nice little Pac-Man setup, I guess, would be the biggest thing. So you can get a variety of Pac-Man experiences. You can unlock more. You can have fun. You can have different challenges. I think there's a lot to be offered here for you for Pac-Man Times. I think it is something that all audiences can jump in and have fun with. You should be able to find some kind of Pac-Man experience you like. And it's mostly whether or not you want to be able to play these legacy games. And as I always say, I would love to see more arcade compilations and whatnot become available on the modern consoles. A, for preservation, B, for, hey, you know, players will get to experience these games for the first time. I really wanted that thing in the middle. And be able to witness just the style of it, right? Like, I mean, it's Pac-Man, a very classic character that you really don't see a whole lot of these days, if that makes sense. Like, I think there was a time where I did like a video walkthrough of like a modern 3D Pac-Adventure or Pac-Man Adventure or something, but you know, it's still, I don't think the character necessarily has the same knowledge in the modern era as other ones do, which is a bit of a shame because Pac-Man is pretty cool. Pac Attack, Pac-In-Time, Pac-Man Arrangement. Is it Pac-In-Time? Oh, this is that weird one. This one was like, it's like some kind of adventure type platformer game with Pac-Man. I thought this one was very strange. There, you gotta skip all this stuff. Yeah, so this is honestly just weird. Yeah. We'll see in a sec here if we can get past the bazillion opening screens. So you are, like, it's a platformer with like firing and stuff. It's very strange to me, quite honestly. But you know, a Pac-Man game, right? So they've definitely been giving you a bit of a variety. Oh, the log takes you up? That is so cool. I don't remember that last time. Huh. There's Pac-Man. Trying to get through these circles is like a real pain. See, and then the circles give you different, like, abilities and stuff that you can use. So we can use this, this thing here to do like a bit of roping. Okay, I don't think there's anything up there anyways. It's just like one of the most bizarre choices for Pac-Man to go into like this. I really don't get it. Oh, I get what the ropes are for. It's so that you can get through the, what is it? The spiky things. That's what they were for, was so you get through the spike traps. And then you're supposed to use the bubble here. Sorry, but I'm not trying to do the bubble. I'm trying to, like, get to that key up there, if that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to get to the key, and I am very much struggling. Okay, fine. Well, we'll use the water thing. Okay, yeah, no, I get it now. You're supposed to go this way to use the key thing. Got it. And then I think you drop. I don't know if I want to hold on to that. I think you lose it regardless of what you do. And then you get the hammer, and the hammer can smash the wood pieces down, which is kind of funny. Can I actually break this other stuff here? I was kind of hoping to smash the chest down. Alright, let's switch to a different one. That one's a little weird. Honestly, it's very, very strange. Let's do Pac Moto. Maybe Pac N Roll. No, we did that. Pac Moto. And there's like there's a Battle Royale one, which is kind of neat. So you're trying to, like, knock balls off the ledge? Well, you can't say they haven't tried to be creative with Pac-Man over the years, is the biggest thing. Yeah, they are. They are always trying to do something a little weird with this character. But, like, I hope you've been seeing that, hey, there is a variety of different Pac-Man games. It's not just, like, your basic Pac-Man. It's Pac-Man with the wildest flares here. Oh no. I have failed. Actually, no, we want to kind of finish this off. Pac Attack. I wanted to show off this other Pac-Man game. There's like a pretty cool one where it's got like this Pac-Man enhanced kind of thing. Clear, yeah. This is the perfect time to go back now that we did that mission there. Yeah, getting some Pac times. There's a lot to do on this one. Pac Remix. No, I don't think it's that one. It's not Pac-Man Royale. Super Pac-Man? I think it's Super Pac-Man. No, this one was weird. Actually, no. I don't think it was Super Pac-Man. Let's see. It's not Pac-LAND. Pac-Mania. Pack Arrangement was what I was looking at, where it's got, like, I swear, like, German-esque vibes for some reason. I don't know why I say that, but maybe, like, the writing when it opens. But this is what I was talking about, was this one. I'm trying to get the right Pac-Man. Pac-Mania. No, that wasn't it either. Sorry, I am Pac-Maningly mixing it up. Although that one is actually kind of cool. Pac-LAND. Super Pac-Man. Super Pac-Man. Maybe it was this, I don't know. There's one that was like crazy where it was like, I can only describe it as like being German-esque. Definitely wasn't this one though. Yeah, this one is just strange with all like the movement of stuff. It's like you're just kind of getting keys to open areas. It's too bizarre for me, to be honest. You're just like this. It's so weird. This one, just the strangest Pac-Man of experiences. But anyways, you know, that's kind of the Pac-Man collection. It's just wildness. It's craziness. It's got all the Pac-Man you could ever want. Unless you want Miss Pac-Man. But you know what I mean? You get, like, the legacy of the series across so many years with so many different games. And then you get info bits, and you get some personalization bits, you get some modern improvements. What more could you really want out of a Pac-Man package? I can't honestly think of anything. And then the customization stuff's fun, too.